machen wir alle durch auf einmal?
Mhm.
Okay. Good day. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Deniz Kayadelen. I born and grew up in Germany, and originally my family comes from Turkey, and now I live in Switzerland, in Zurich. I'm a psychologist by training and working at EY, leading the talent management consulting practice. And when I'm not working, you can always find me in the water. So I'm a passionate swimmer since I'm 11 years old. I lived in Istanbul for 10 years, and I started with performance swimming when I was 11. And step by step, I went out of my comfort zone. And so now I ended up to be also an ice swimmer. And I'm a psychologist by training. So I love to explore the human psychology, the world, and explore our human potential. And I truly believe that out of comfort zone magic can happen. And a few years ago, I wrote also a book about that, Out of Comfort Zone. And now it's also published in German and in Turkish language. So I feel myself as a multinational personality, lived also in 5 different countries, including South Africa, UK, Germany, Turkey, and now Switzerland. And yeah, life is so great, and we as a human being, we are so great, and it's great to explore all the different facets in life.
Amazing. Why are you embarking on this journey?
Wow, so why embarking on this journey? 2 weeks ago, Ram Barkai, the founder of Ice Swim Association, contacted me and he said, Deniz, I have a project for you. And I really, truly respect what he did so far. And I know that he also do some nice ice swimming trips in Antarctica and so on. And I said, oh, wow. So I'm with you. Whatever event you have, I'm in. And he said, okay, I'm not there, but my good friend will be sponsoring it and will organizing it. And I said, okay, tell me more. Let's send me all the details. And then he sent me all the details about this world record attempt in Himalayas. And my first reaction was, no way, I'm a swimmer, I'm not an alpinist. It is far out of comfort zone, it is far on human limit. And I've blocked and said to myself, no way to attend this journey. And a few hours later, I said, I'm the book out of comfort zone. I'm preaching people to go out of and creating magic. And now I can't say no. So this is my life purpose, right? And it is a chance. And 3 weeks ago, I attended the World Championship in ice swimming in Tallinn. And I saw there so many amazing, inspiring swimmers, world record holders. And truly, I had the desire to break a world record. And I said to my friends, I don't know how, but I would love to break a world record and be also in this Guinness Book record. And then suddenly 1 week later, this great opportunity came up. So I truly believe in opportunities in life and that everything comes for a reason. And why I embarking this journey is that truly believe that we can reach our goals, our dreams beyond our limits. We can do much more as a human being as we think. And I want also to prove myself that even in this high altitude situation, we can create magic. And of course, I'm scared. Of course, I don't know what will happen there. But my motto is always, trying is better than just being scared and not trying. You never know what happens. And if you don't try, you will never know. So I'm really excited and looking forward to explore myself and explore the world in this, explore the nature, and I think it will be a great teacher for us. So this journey will give us a lot of inspiration, and my aim is to inspire others with my learnings.
Beautiful. What do you want to get out of this? I mean, you just mentioned, but maybe you want to expand on that?
Yeah. So I truly believe that when we step out of our comfort zone, magic happens. And I'm a swimmer. I'm just swimming in 0 altitude, right? So going from 0 altitude to 6,500 altitude, it's a massive challenge. I even can't visualize that. I even can't dream about that, right? It's completely out of the box. And I truly believe that when we go out of the box, when we do something new, we learn so much about ourselves, about the nature, and the universe is supporting us. And what I want to get out of is further inspiration for myself and for the world. So my purpose is to get out of my comfort zone, inspire myself and others. And I truly believe that with this experience, with this great support team, we will learn so much and will give it back to the world.
How have you been preparing mentally and physically?
Yeah, so at the beginning I was really scared and needed to deal with my anxiety. Yes, I'm an ice swimmer, but I don't like so much cold, right? So I love to step out of comfort and then be in the comfort again. And the imagination of being in 5,000, 6,000 high mountains in minus 20 degrees of cold situation, it made me feel really anxious. I started to do, again, breathing exercises, meditation, calming down myself, and step by step checking what are the risk measures, so what I can do, how can I prepare myself. So mentally I do breathing exercise, meditation, and I have also a mental coach, spiritual coach. She supports me in this journey as well. And physically I started to do gym, because normally I just swim and sometimes run, but now I do much more workouts outside to strengthen my muscles, CrossFit, running 40 minutes, 1 hour. I started with hiking in the mountains. Normally I don't do it so much. And I also rent an altitude tent. So started to sleep in this altitude tent. I can adjust the settings. I started slowly with 1,900 meters. Last night I slept in 2,100 meters and see how my body reacts, and I try to adjust to this high altitude. So this is what I can control, and I know there will be a lot of elements what I can't control. I don't want to overpace myself. I believe the balance is also important between pushing your limits and also recovery. So I try to get this balance done right now, and just also having faith. You can't control everything, you can't prepare everything. I can't prepare all my body to the fullest. But the mental strength comes in to have faith and trust to the process and trust to the support team we have.
How do you stay healthy?
Staying healthy is a challenge because, so I'm still in a hardcore business consulting life. I don't have a holiday to prepare myself for this challenge, so I work 10 hours per day, and then outside of the working hours I try to train and try to balance my recovery, training time, working time, and having some supplementary elements. I use Fitline products. It gives me energy, it strengthens my immune system. I try to take care of my sleep, but with this altitude tent it's getting a little bit difficult to have a qualitative sleep, but the better now adjusting. I think it's better to adjust now rather than to adjust in the mountains. So I try to eat well, eat healthy, taking care of my health. I did all my medical tests before I accepted this event, this challenge. So I'm in medical controls. The doctors gave me some advice how I can prepare myself as well. And so this is what I can do right now, and hope that I will not get ill.
So that's all the questions for now, but because your intro was quite extensive, I jumped over the where are you from and some background, but I think it might be interesting for them, because I don't know how they're going to piece it together. They might want to kind of hear a little bit of your origin story, sort of. So maybe you can kind of touch on that, just where you from, how you grew up, where you grew up. And I think for this one also, because it's like almost dreamy and going back, so just tell us a little bit slow.
Okay. I'm Deniz Kayadelen. I born in Germany, grew up in Germany, and when I was 11, my parents get divorced, and I moved with my mom to Istanbul. So originally my family comes from Istanbul, and I feel myself German and Turkish, but now when you ask me, after living in 5 different countries, I feel myself as a world human being. It doesn't matter in which culture, in which country we grow up. It matters how we feel connected with the world, and I feel fully connected. I lived in South Africa 6 months for working purposes, in UK, London, now in Switzerland, leading the talent management consulting practice at EY. So I'm a business consultant. And yeah, so this is my background. And when it comes to my professional and swimming background, I'm a psychologist by training, studied psychology, and did my master in business and organizational psychology. I always wanted to help people to unlock their potential, not going back to the past and focus on problems, but rather to focusing on the future and saying, okay, what kind of potentials we have, what kind of solutions we have to make our lives easier and better. And ended up to be a managing consultant and consulting different companies all over the world in the area of how to unlock potential, change management. So all the people-focused topics is my passion. And I started with performance swimming since I'm 11 years old. I never stopped swimming, even though it was hard sometimes with full-time job to be a competitive swimmer. So first I started in the pool, and then step by step I went out of my comfort zone, started with open water swimming. And the cold was my biggest fear because 15 years ago I got hypothermia in the sea. So I ended up to be in a hospital because of cold water. And for me, cold was identical with dying. So I associated cold with dying. And I even had cold showers because I was so afraid of cold water. But my dream always was crossing the English Channel. And English Channel is a cold water, and you need to swim hours and hours from England to France. And one day my friend, 4 years ago, he said, oh, let's cross English Channel together as a relay team. And suddenly a new dimension opened up in my life. And I said, oh, wow, I can realize my dream with a support team, so I don't need to swim the whole distance alone. And that was the turning point in my life where I started again with cold water showers, cold water immersion, and learned how to deal with my fears, how to overcome my fears, and how to manage my brain, my soul, my body to unlock my potential. So step by step, I went out of my comfort zone. I went into cold waters, like started with 18 degrees, 15, 13. And then we did this relay English Channel, and then North Channel, and then I swam in Robben Island, Cape Town. And all this journey showed me, wow, out of comfort zone magic can happen. And 2 years ago, one of a world record holder came to me and said, Deniz, you are swimming in the cold, you have the potential, why you don't join the Ice World Championships? And at this time, it was still the COVID time in Poland. International Ice Swim Association organized the World Championship. And I trained for that. And in my first race, I became world champion in 500 meters freestyle. I swam in 3 degrees of cold, freezing water. I even couldn't feel my hands and my foot and my feet. It was a massive challenge, but magic happened. So my biggest fear became my biggest compass, my biggest friend to deal with the cold. And after these magical experiences, I was more curious about how far I can go, what I can do. And now I'm attending all the world championships. I have 5 times gold medals as a world champion. And after all these experiences, I said, okay, now it's also time to realize my dream to crossing the English Channel. And last year, I crossed the English Channel solo. It was one of the biggest challenges in my life to prepare beside my full-time job. 1 year, days and nights, weekends, all my holidays went into this preparation with dedication, with passion, and sometimes, of course, with less motivation, but the purpose was there. And in July, I crossed the English Channel, 15 hours, 8 minutes in 16, 17 degrees of cold water. And this was a massive transformation for me. And since then, more magic happens. So even to get this opportunity to go with this South African team and attempt this world record, it's a massive magic for me. And I hope everything will work out and we will get a lot of inspiration, a lot of learnings from the mountains, from the nature, and can give it back. Because I truly believe everyone has a massive potential. And our limiting beliefs are more in our mind, and we can do much more than we think.
Beautiful. I'm glad I asked that question. That's really good. This is a little bit off script, but I think it might be interesting to them. How do you feel when you're in the water, and why is it so important to you?
When I'm in the water, I feel like I'm at home. It is my second home, or even maybe my first home, because when I was 11, I moved from Germany to Turkey. I lost my home, I lost my friends, all the cultural elements crash. And then I started to feel home in the water. I started to feel safe. I started to feel that I can express my emotions, my soul in the water. I'm so connected, especially with the sea. When I'm in the sea, I feel so connected with the nature and feel part of this. And all the thoughts, all the anxiety, everything what we have in our lives stops in the water. It's just me and the nature and the voice of the water, and it feels so nice. That's why I never stopped swimming, because it's like my balance. I'm traveling a lot, I'm working a lot, but suddenly when I'm in the water, there's silence. There's the nice balance of life, the essence. And even now, feeling the cold water, the ice water, it's so magical. It teaches me how to be mindful. It teaches me just staying in the moment. It's like a meditative flow stage. Because we are, of course, especially in the cold water, in a survival mode, you need to be present. You can't think about job, you can't think about your relationships, you can't think about what people expect from you. In this moment, when you're in this ice cold water, you need to stay present, be there to survive, to hear your body's voice, to check how is your heart rate, how is your breathing, how is your body feeling, to find also the right moment to go out. Because it is also dangerous to swim below 5 degrees of cold ice waters. And yeah, the water became my teacher, especially the cold. So I studied psychology, but tell you the truth, with this cold water journey, I learned so much. It was so tangible, it became so tangible. So it was a nice combination of theory and then tangible real life processes.
Good. I think that was very good answer.
Great.
Nice, yeah. I'm sure they're going to use that lesson.
Yeah.